Well, for me, it was just it was intriguing to play someone who is trying to do the right thing, who did do the right thing for his sister, but is kind of fueled by guilt. There's a lot of shame there, and I think that's just an interesting dichotomy to try and see a guy who is noble and selfless in a lot of ways, but in no way looking for the praise or accolades for those actions. And I think that can just make a real taciturn character.
What was your favorite part of playing a gifted mathematician?
Wow, I liked all of it. It was really fun.
Yeah. Okay. So was it difficult or liberating for you to come out from a big blockbuster film such as Avengers and jump into this more intimate role?
Yeah, very much so. That's the beauty of making films. You're afforded the opportunity to explore variety. You know, if 1 minute you do this and you all of a sudden have a new appetite, you can follow those creative desires and find it.
How fun was it for you to sing with Octavia Spencer?
It was so much fun. I loved it because anyways, even before that, we'd still go to her hotel room and have dance parties and sing. It was so amazing, and I loved it.
Was it rehearsed, or it came out natural?
Me and her had been rehearsing it sometimes for fun, but it was a great time.
What is something valuable that you guys learned from each other during the filming of this?
For me, it was a matter of learning to stay positive. McKenna comes to set every day just so happy and so full of life, and everyone's attitude improves when she's around. And I think that's an easy thing as an actor to forget. You know, sometimes days are long, and sometimes it can be a very tedious process. But this is a blessing to do this for a profession. It's what we love. Not everyone gets to do what they love, and you remember how fun this job is and should be.
And you know, McKenna?
I learned something about him that is valuable to me. That he is, because whenever I first got the chemistry read, I was so excited to get, because I thought, oh my goodness, I'm gonna get to go to a chemistry read with Captain America. But then after getting to work with him, I learned that he's a lot more than just Captain America, and he's a superhero to a lot of people in real life, and he's a great person.
Aww, that's really sweet. How did you guys develop that father-daughter relationship that Mary and Frank have?
Sure, we had a lot of rehearsal. We were in Savannah for I think 2 weeks before we started filming.
Yep.
And Mark really loves rehearsal, so it's just a lot, time spent. And you work on scenes, you work on the dialogue, and truthfully, just being on set all day. I think all of our scenes are mostly together, so inevitably you just kind of fall into these rhythms, and before you know it, you feel that bond offset as well.
I want to know, what's your favorite memory of each other during this?
What's my favorite memory? Well, I know mine, which may not be yours, was that there's a very emotional scene in the movie.
Why would that be my favorite scene? Why would that be
It was my
favorite
favorite memory because after that scene, because honestly, it's a really important scene. It's a huge scene, and the question is, how is this going to go? And McKenna came out, and she not only was unbelievably prepared and beautifully emotional, but she handled the physicality too. She really didn't want to hit. She didn't want to smack, but
it wasn't fun for me.
No, she didn't like it. But going home that day, I really remember feeling like, wow, we have a special movie because we found a really special actress. So for me, that was one of my best memories.
And you?
Oh, wow. I had so many good memories with Chris. It's definitely not getting to smack him like his was. Why would that be your favorite memory? I'm still, confused about that, but probably getting to sing with you. That was fun, but I liked one day whenever we walked out of the set and there was thousands of women standing outside, and some men, but they were all screaming, it's Chris! And they were screaming and some were crying, and I told him to wave and he said okay, and he waved, and all of them started crying.
Get ready, you're next. It's going to be happening to you.
Okay, last question. So you made your debut as a director with Before We Go.
Yep.
Will we be seeing you at the director's chair anytime soon or in the future?
I really hope so. Yeah, I really enjoy doing it. It's tough. It's tough finding the right project. You know, if you're not writing your own content, you have to go find that script that's available that someone else hasn't snatched up. So it's tough finding the right project, but that's the number one thing I'm looking for now.